Hey everyone, it's me, Empress Arcana, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Hi guys. So I'm going to do hopefully a tiny update just to let you guys know what's going on. I am not currently at my place, but hopefully soon I will be again. There have been some complications with electricity. It's been a really difficult time for me. This is like the short of it because I had recorded something talking more in depth, but I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to leave that up. I feel a bit more clear-minded today, and I think that that is my best option to be able to talk a little bit more with you guys about what's going on and the changes that I am undergoing in my life. And I do not know where I don't know. I'm just trying to go with the flow of emotion, but I know I feel a lot of things internally still that have created this friction, and I'm healing up on these things. And I'm wanting to embody the person that I've always wanted to be. And it's like asking those questions. Okay, so who is that person that you've always wanted to be? And like, oh, who is that person? So it's all these questions. And I wanted to be more philosophical in this instead of like sharing too much personal stuff that really doesn't matter at this point because it's in the past and things are moving along and I have to stay positive and all that. It was a lot about it was a lot. But I decided to take it down. Yeah. So, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I am currently right now in one of the rooms, and recording with the mic that my friend got me for Christmas, since it's more portable. That is hilarious. You guys hear that? There's always weird sounds wherever I'm at, apparently. It's okay. If it's not my dog snoring, which, by the way, the other audio would have been hilarious. Like, all you can hear is my dog snoring so loudly. It was so funny. She knocked out. I knocked out right after because I was so exhausted. It's been such a time. I feel that thinking astrologically, I was looking at my transits a little earlier, and Saturn is still conjunct my Jupiter. It has been for like the last 3 weeks or 4. I don't remember, but it's going to be conjunct my Jupiter for quite some time. So what that means to me, Saturn is the planet of responsibilities, of lessons, and it's conjunct the planet Jupiter, which is the blessings and gifts. So if I am, no, let me rephrase that. By choosing the responsibilities of the energy of Saturn in that sign, because currently Saturn is in Pisces. Now, Pisces, the dreamer, but also there is a sense of sacrifice to, I am very sorry for any random noises that you guys hear. Saturn Saturn is they say a malefic planet, but and it's paired up with a benefic. Now with this, I feel as long as I'm leaving that in. I'm tired. So as long as okay. Let's try this again, Lucia. As long as you continue to do the work, and because it's in Pisces, Pisces is a spiritual house. It is reforming, making us reevaluate everything. And Saturn hasn't gone retrograde yet, but will soon, I think. I just don't know when. I do not got my books here. It's not gonna. No. I brought my microphone, and that's that, because I wasn't sure how much longer and whether I was going to record client readings on the go or not. Okay. So, for myself, Saturn is really testing my spiritual practice on a daily because it's in my sixth house of Pisces, and that can involve so many things, coworkers, pets as well. That is the Virgo house. There is a perfectionism to this house, and that is an everyday thing because Virgo wants things to be done a certain way. They're methodical. And what I have been feeling on a personal level, to be quite fair and honest, and that is a topic I want to bring up because I was listening to an astrologer talk about the different Jupiter placements, and I have Jupiter in Pisces. For Jupiter and Pisces people, they are known to be, they can be psychic, they can be, I mean, listen, my whole chart says healer psychic. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I don't care how that sounds. It's my truth. And with that being said, Jupiter Pisces individuals, natives, can tap into worlds like so easily. And the thing is that my Jupiter in Pisces is in the sixth house on the daily. I've spoken about this briefly. Now, with that, what I've been experiencing, and I'm a little embarrassed. Why am I embarrassed? Jesus Christ. I am working on this, okay? There's a lot of things coming through, a lot of downloads, and I don't want to say blame, but all this stuff happening in Gemini with all that Mercurian energy in my ninth house, it is all about the higher learning. I'm getting all these downloads. And again, astrology is a very beautiful thing if you look at it as a tool for learning and growth. Especially, yeah, sure, you can look at it for the fun stuff, more fun stuff. I don't know, like pop culture fun stuff, I guess, whatever. I like to look at it as as a whole because there's just so much to it, like every other practice, every other spiritual practice. And I really do believe that Saturn is, as much as it's been very painful, it is teaching me. Daddy Saturn is teaching me to have boundaries, to be responsible of my own beliefs, to be respectful, but not to ignore my own beliefs, which I feel in my life I've always done so in order to keep the peace with my environment, I feel, on a personal level. And I feel tested on that aspect for a good year, over a year and a half. I feel like around this, like the last 2 years specifically, but mostly a year and a half because I do remember Saturn going into Pisces last March of 2023. Okay. The other audio was fun toward the end. I was falling asleep. Fall asleep with me. That was basically the vibe because I was just like lying back and just so exhausted from everything. But yeah, so with my Jupiter in Pisces and everything happening in my ninth house also of higher learnings, that's Sagittarius energy, and then I have Saturn in my third house of communication, retrograde in Sagittarius. That is my natal placement. That is, so there's just a lot of communication within my chart, I feel. And I already know, and I've been tested. I'm being evaluated, reevaluated when it comes to how I present myself to my world, to my universe, how I show up and say, these are my beliefs. I respect you, but I have my beliefs as well. And I've been struggling with that because my inner world, or my world, and I'll get to the point of what I was going to mention in these last 2 years specifically, especially with a lot of the work that I do on a daily basis with clients and stuff. I am tapping constantly to other worlds, constantly. And I think along the way, because I started to doubt myself and my capabilities, I got so lost because I wanted to conform, and there was probably a part of me that wanted to conform because I wanted to just have peace around me. but it doesn't resonate with me. And there's always friction, right? I don't resonate with the old patterns that older generations have. And we are creating, some would say, a new earth. We are already in new earth. Some say, I don't know, whatever. I haven't been following. I've been going through stuff, right? And I just want to be my most authentic self. And then I've been struggling with that in the last like handful of days, because I keep recording something and then I delete it. Record it, delete it. It's like, no, I can't. Something keeps stopping me and I do not know why. And I'm like, man, which is going to be the one that I'm actually going to leave up? Because I've tried recording several things, but something has been stopping me to keep it up. And it could be because certain fears were coming up. And I was like, no, I do not want that. I am embodying the energy I want to embody and continue to share this with the collective, because being a channeler, part of my responsibility as my spiritual practice and my boundaries and my belief system is to be responsible of what I put out into the world. And so I guess I get mad at myself sometimes when I record and say things, and again, that goes back to being hard on myself. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Because I do not feel I have anyone around me that I can talk about these things with. And I had a very hard conversation with some. And it's tough, because I want to keep the peace, but still be myself. So, and that's been a challenge for me for a very long time. Not that I'm not myself, but I can feel this like squeezing of the heart, squeezing of my soul. I know that's a little dramatic, but because I feel on such a deep level, and I have been putting that aside because I've been afraid to feel too much, because I feel that others won't be able to handle what I have coming through. And so if you hear voices in the background, I'm sorry. I don't want to stop recording and then my insight goes away. So I'm going to continue recording because I say so. How long has it been? Oh, wow. I'm glad I took down the other one. The other one was just ridiculous and I wasn't all there. It's been a tough time, and I know I keep saying it, but I am very grateful to you guys for listening. For those that do decide to listen to these, I really appreciate it. It has been a very confusing time for me, because a lot of things are coming through and I have to face them. I want to be brave and face them and become the best version of me as I continue on and on and on, And I'm just realizing a lot of things coming up. I think we have currently, because I love getting the notifications of, oh my, that was my dog, and some other people talking out there. But so yeah, oh goodness me. Okay, so like I was trying to say, so a lot of these lessons with Saturn transiting my Jupiter house, Pisces house, there is a dreaminess. There is the escaping reality. So one of the things that this astrologer said that I really resonated with, and Jupiter and Pisces, if not negatively afflicted or having had certain experiences, Jupiter and Pisces can really get lost in the dream, okay? Because it's Jupiter and it's going to expand on all those energies of the sign of Pisces. Beautiful, great. But for me, it is in my 6th house, the overly critical house of Virgo. And I love my Virgos. That has nothing to do with anything. I am very comfortable with Virgo and Scorpio energy. But it is not easy. I am very overly critical of myself. And so what I love is that I am taking note of these things, but I'm also remembering, oh God, Nanako. I'm also remembering not to crucify myself either. It's something that I've been so used to because I'm realizing a lot of things. That's all. And it's been so exhausting, along with the other things happening in my life of my day to day and all that. Yeah. So I love my Jupiter in Pisces. She's beautiful. But I do recognize that maybe I personally am healing a wound there, that I felt that I had to give, and do the best I can on the daily. And then when I don't feel I delivered the best I can, I condemn myself. I crucify myself. Ooh, this is tea. Okay. I mean, not really, but like I spoke about, I don't know if it was another video. I talk a lot, so I don't remember, but where oh, it left me. Damn. Okay. I guess it wasn't important. So, sorry guys. But what other thing? Yes, I've been feeling like I've been between worlds like the last couple of years, and especially the last year. And I wonder about this. I ask myself, without knowing all the things that that have been popping up in my For You page or whatever, things that I have started to question, because Saturn is responsibilities, boundaries, lessons, and my Jupiter. But I feel that, hear me out, I feel like Saturn is trying to wake up my Jupiter in a way that she has never been woken up before. Like, this is the conversation that I'm hearing in my head right now. Saturn's like, listen, I know I can be a tough dude, okay? But listen, Jupiter, you're jovial, you're meant to be happy. Okay? Let's work together. Learn these lessons so that you can implement them on the daily, my 6th house Jupiter and Pisces. But also have fun while you're doing it. Don't forget to have fun. Yeah, others are like, Saturn won't say that. Saturn don't feel comfortable in Pisces, but Saturn has had to, I don't know where this is, I think I'm channeling. Okay. I feel in my chart, hear me out, and I know this sounds absolutely absurd, but this is the way I do things. So I feel that my Jupiter and Saturn transiting are really creating, because they've been conjunct, like I mentioned, over 3 weeks and stuff, whatever. So I feel that they have been talking, trying to understand one another, because they're definitely on two ends of the spectrum. Holy shit. But the thing with my Saturn, I know I have a wound about having fun, enjoying myself. And I would say that I have learned and this and that, because a lot of people was like, okay, say it as it already is and all that. I can, but I want to believe it. So if there is still any doubt in my heart, that just means I need more time to assess, assimilate what's coming through for me. I'm doing it really quick, guys. I feel like I'm on a fast-paced course. This is ridiculous. Like this year has been a fever dream. Should I just say this year, or it just felt like everything passes and everything is happening, and it's like, what is it? What? What is this? Again, Jupiter in Pisces brings upon all these worlds, and along with my 12th house, which ironically, that is in opposition to my Pisces house because my 12th house is Virgo. And I have a lot of spiritual energy there. I mean, that's the spiritual house. The 12th house is spiritual. It can mean a lot of other things, but for the sake of this conversation, it's very spiritual. It is Pisces. The 12th house is Pisces originally. Okay. I have Virgo. So I am very strategic and methodical about my spiritual practices as well. And I don't find it to be a coincidence that we have freaking Saturn just there. And Neptune. That's another thing, guys. We got Neptune at the final degree of Pisces. And it's going to go back into it because eventually next year it's going to go into Aries and then it'll retrograde back into Pisces. But we are right there, guys. We are right there. And it's uncomfortable because I feel, hear me out. Again, this is another observation. This is my intuitive opinion. As always, right? I don't know. Makes me smile. I'm full of intuitive insight and opinions. Gosh, I don't know. I like my heart, like I felt like a flutter, and I really feel that part of this hard lesson for me is to really trust and believe in myself above all else, and to trust and believe in the people that I love, in my everyday, and what I want manifested into my everyday. Because that's another thing about Jupiter. Jupiter manifests because Jupiter expands, right? And I do believe that I'm expanding my consciousness and tapping into even more worlds than before. And that's probably why I'm so overwhelmed, guys, because tapping into and knowing that, just the thought of knowing that everything is happening all at once, multiple timelines, multiple things just happening all at once. There's no past, there's no future. It's just the right now. And there's multiple things happening. That's really overwhelming for me to think, because I'm like, wow, everything is happening at once. And I'm tapping into all that shit. Not everything. That's, oh God, I don't want to say where I would be. I get scared at that thought because I already get so many intuitive insights and downloads on the daily as I'm talking to you guys every day. I don't believe that I've been able to talk and say, I know there are more people like this, of course. Absolutely. And they understand because they tap in to something archaic. Sorry, I'm just like the Akashic records. People, I've always wanted to tap into the Akashic records, but you know what's funny? I've been tapping into the Akashic records for a good amount of my life and just didn't know. We all do. We all tap into that. It's part of the knowledge of what's happening in the right now, the multiple verses, I know, oh gosh, I know how, no, I won't do that to myself. Yes, this is my belief. Damn it, me. Come on, let's go. Believe. And it's completely crazy. I just want to understand myself better. And go from there, because that's understanding myself is the power and knowledge to continue to learn and grow from that. And instead of bringing in past stories that are possibly happening again and again and again, because all the possibilities and multiple moments and everything just happening all at once, right? With that theory of, or whatever. Sorry, guys, because I think about it, I'm like, wow. I have a fond memory of, it was Christmas, and my mom had, I believe her goddaughter was over, and she had her friend over, and I was excited because I was the younger one, and I was like, my mom only had me, so, and I'm like, oh wow, this is cool, like a slumber party. And they had games. I think they had like Mousetrap, they had Monopoly, and my mom had ordered like was it Little Caesars that they had like this big like Bigfoot? I don't know if that's what they used to call it, like pizza. It was just like really pizza. I'm a Ninja Turtle at heart. But like, I remember this. And so imagine the things that are memories that we believe are memories. Can you imagine if those are just timelines that we're tapping into and that we're experiencing at that moment? Like, so these quote unquote past memories are just timelines of that time. Meaning, gosh, whatever, my mom's not dead. Or like, as if I believe, maybe others would see it's like and I keep being told by my older cousins about this is the reality. You got to accept that rubs me the wrong way, man. I don't like that shit. It's like you're telling me what to believe my reality is. No, I'm not giving that power away. Not anymore. And I'm working on that because I can feel I don't want to give that power away to anyone. It's not about control or pride or anything. It's not an ego trip. It's about maybe there is a sense of control, but just enough so I can actually get through, because I allowed other people's stories to dominate my life and become part of my programming, that I lost my own voice. But no, these are old stories. They're not me. We are in control of our reality. Are there things that happen that can be seen as out of our control? I would call them out of our control. Yes. I still stand by this because there's just so much, and my brain is just it's so much stuff. So much stuff happening all at once. Excuse me. It's overwhelming. And to do psychic work and then have this revelation, because this happened. It's so funny. I started really feeling this energy, this big shift within me around the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction on 420. Anyway, so that was the big shift. Gradual, because those signs are in Taurus and that is a fixed energy and it takes time, but it's gradual. Jupiter has finally left my vertex of like the conjunction, because it was still had remnants. Maybe it's in a shadow period right now, but Jupiter is now more integrated into Gemini. I'm seeing in my mind's eye. I'm not even looking at the natal chart or like the chart itself for the transits. I'm just seeing it in my mind's eye. It's pretty damn dope. Okay. So this whole time, I've been afraid to speak like this. I mean, I still do, but like, where I don't say sorry, or I don't say, oh, because I'm so afraid of being seen as crazy. But why? If these are part of my belief systems and I'm being respectful, why am I afraid to be judged? It's ironic, right? We all go through that. We all go through a fear of being judged, wanting to feel safe, because people can be cruel when they can't accept the unknown. They can lash out. When people can't accept the unknown, they lash out in different ways. It doesn't have to always be anger. It could be confusion. It could be indulgence of some sort. Wow, I am really tapped in, guys. I love this. I got tingles. And I want to be authentic. I want to speak my spiritual truths. And love and love and love and love, because let me tell you, when I deliver these messages, it feels right. This right now, even though I can feel my energy shift at times when I was thinking about past things, yes, that is something that I'm releasing. I'm releasing, especially with concepts of what I've been told growing up. And for the longest time, I felt I couldn't have my own philosophies. How ironic. The ninth house in Sagittarius is all about, and Jupiter too. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm getting, it's all about philosophies and our beliefs. So in this life, this right now of what I know, one of my biggest things is to really truly believe in myself, in my spiritual practice, in my beliefs, in my love story, in the love story in my heart that I know is mine because I am deserving of the love I wish that is already in my heart, right? These are very important factors. And I know that it's been a weird time for me. And I know that I've been, I don't want to say it. I think back to the things I've said and how I've been feeling. I know I haven't been feeling all of myself. But that's okay because I am going through a transformation. I'm changing. We're always changing, to be fair, but the big changes, I want to be clear, these are very big changes for me. It's not little ones that we experience throughout the day. No, these are very big ones, and it makes sense for me on an astrological standpoint because my vertex and my north node have been tapped, if you will, by multiple planets and energies. And these are destiny points, quote unquote, unavoidable fate in one. And these are shaking my world. And I have to, honestly, my world started to shake up the most once Jupiter was, after my Jupiter return. And I believe that was like 2021. I want to say 2021. It was like an initiation, right? I feel like there was a contract. Again, I'm seeing something in my mind's eye, and I will share it with you guys. Jupiter signed a contract saying, are you going to fight for what you love? Oh, I'm going to cry. Fuck this shit. Are you going to fight with all your might for what you love most? And we hear the noises in the background. Sorry, guys. Are you going to fight for what you love? Are you going to fight with all your might, your heart, your soul, everything that you are? And I feel that in that contract that I signed, or my Jupiter, however, I agreed. And ever since that, my life has changed in a way that very internal. What's physical is my body. And yes, I have changed in that manner. That started happening when Jupiter went into Taurus. And Taurus is a physical earth sign. So it's my eighth house as well. Eighth house is transformation in itself. So, and when we look at transits, we look at all the aspects it makes into our natal chart, into other aspects, to other transits, So there's a lot of factors. It is a very beautiful, beautiful thing to look at if you're looking at it from a growth standpoint, not to look for, like I've said before, only dive into astrology work, the deeper astrology work, by choice, of course, by your own choice. And if you're willing to dive deep on a psyche level of depth to understand yourself better. And sometimes we are just not in that mindset to do so, and that's okay. Because a lot of it can translate, I don't know, whatever, into shadow work, as I call it, as many call it. I I have not heard people talk about astrology as shadow work. I'm sure people have said it, but I know I've been saying it. Anything that involves us going deep within ourselves, I consider to be shadow work, because many people do not want to go deep within themselves to do the shadow work, to learn and heal and grow and become better versions of themselves, because they are very focused on the 3D reality and limitations of that, of what is being shown to us. Now, that doesn't mean that these things don't exist, but we're choosing to make them continue, be part. And I know, because I'm doing that. I've been in that. I'm not trying to be holier than thou. Excuse me. I am not, because every journey, every person is different, right? And if I sound harsh, it's because I'm being harsh on myself. I hate when I do this, but I realize that it is important to catch these things, to realize, okay, so this is what I've been doing. Do I want this to continue? Do I want this to be a limitation that still exists in my reality? No. And if it's a no, look into what... Oh, guys, give me a moment. Oh, my tummy is growling. Now I had to get the call. My cousin's not feeling well. He has low blood sugar, and I can't speak. Not that you guys need to know, but I'm going to deliver him to... I'm going to deliver him. That sounds... Wait, oh God. Deliverance. I'm going to deliver some brownies to him in a bit. So I'll be wrapping this up. And I don't remember what I was talking about, so I do apologize. But yeah, I will share this. I got a little notification from my I Am app. Hey man, sometimes these affirmations really hit home, and I'm like, you know what? And I make my own and stuff. So I'm that bitch. Let's go. Let's manifest, baby. So I think this ties into what I was talking about limitations. This affirmation says, I only focus on what's in my power. So now I'm going to ask you guys, what is in your power? What do you feel your power is? That's what I am discovering, what I'm learning about, because many people settle. I don't want to settle, baby. I've been settling all my life. And that's not what I want anymore. Do I have moments of weakness? Abso-fucking-lutely. Am I gonna... There's a part of me that gets really embarrassed because I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I said this or did that. I keep going, right? We are human. And I'm reminding this to myself very, very often, because it's like, it's okay. As much as I want to be a perfectionist, there's no such thing. And I might be very free-spirited in my actions, and when it comes to certain things, I'm not. I wish I were more free-spirited, but when it comes to, what's it called? Inspiration, spark, no. What is it? Inspired action. Aha. I'm more into it. Like, yes, I like that because I'm inspired. This is going to be good. Let's go. So I'm just working out on that, like working on that. Indeed. But yeah, what do you feel is your power? What do I feel is my power? How do I stay in my power? And to continue to stay safe and be respectful, to keep a balance between. And I feel that, I've mentioned this before, but I do feel that with Pluto currently retrograde, yes, still in Aquarius, but we'll be going back to the final degree of, I almost said Gemini, no. Damn. I don't think I'd be alive. I mean, for Pluto in Gemini. Ooh. Sorry. I have too many things there. I don't think that that's what this lifetime is for me. Oh, my tummy. I'm hungry. But yeah, I really truly believe that the transit of Pluto in Capricorn was so, it was huge in the sense that Capricorn is structures, and working and ambition, but it's Pluto, so power, ambition, dynamics that could have led and have led, because during the Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn transit, there was a lot of things being shaken up. Like the foundation that was built, in my opinion, during Pluto in Capricorn was to benefit those in power, in a corrupt place of power. But that sounds too political, and I don't want to get into that. But that could also be elders, adults, older generations as well. Pluto is a generational planet. Now, Pluto going into Aquarius, the rebel. Pluto in Aquarius is tearing down all that, all those structures. And think of it from, I almost said metaphysical, but yeah, think of it from a standpoint of, well, what is coming down, or what has come down, or what is being shaken up? All these constructs falling apart because they don't service the new generation of the ongoing, what's going to be Pluto in Aquarius, which I do believe I really want to make a video. Wait, didn't I make a video? I don't remember anymore. It's too much. I get so much intuitive insight on the daily. It's so overwhelming, and I want to share with you. I want to share everything. And it's just like, oh God. But then there are moments where like the message might not be as high vibrational, and I get a little embarrassed to share those because it could be a little bit personal. And I want to always do my best to be positive, even when I'm purging old stories, right? When I say I want to be in my power, I just want that freedom to be in my power and not feel bound by an invisible force that I don't resonate with. I know that's vague, but I feel it applies for a lot of things in life. I am so hungry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh man, like, because all my stuff is over there. At least the fridge is working again. I mean, the power. There was nothing wrong with the fridge. Let's not manifest that shit. I mean, my fridge. Why am I talking about this shit? Anyway, guys, I will end it here because I'm going on. And I've got brownies to deliver. I love you guys. Please stay safe. Ask yourself these questions if you're ready to ask them. If it's something that intrigues you, interests you to learn more about yourself, it's okay. If not, that's fine. I'm trying to learn more about myself every day so I can become better in my eyes and the people most dear to me in my heart. But I know that if in my eyes I'm okay, it'll be a mirror effect. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna actually get myself something to eat too because I am feeling very lightheaded. All right. Take care, everyone. Love you. And on to the next one. Bye-bye.